Ian Harrison, Millville. First of all, Chase was on the podium on a tough day for the team in what was a tough week for the team. Let's talk about Chase first. His comeback has been solid, I think. I think last week was maybe more impressive than today, but you can certainly see signs that next week and after the break he'll be in contention for wins.
Yeah, I would say that right now Hunter and Jet are definitely in a league of their own, but it seems like he can inch his way there for a few laps. So I think if we make a few adjustments and he does too, I feel like we could be in there for longer, and then who knows what will happen.
So he went to a new setup before Fox, then went back to 2024 stuff. Are we fairly stable with what he ran in 2024, or are we still searching for something more than that?
I would say, you're always trying to get better, especially when your competition beats you. I'm sure he'll look at himself, we look at ourselves, and we'd see, okay, what can we do? And we've got a lot of data from the bike too, from today, from this race, and we'll go back, we'll analyze it on Monday, and we talk to Chase after the race, and we'll try and make a best step forward for next week. And it's just small stuff, tweaking here and there, just trying to help them. And this is how racing goes. You're always trying to just get a little better.
I would presume we've lost AP maybe until SMX. He was dealing with some sort of health issue. It seemed like he tried today and just it wasn't there for him.
Yes, he had a really light week this week, and we were hoping that perhaps he would be over it. But it seems like it could be something a little bit more serious than what we know. He has had full blood panel done last week, so we're interested to see where it goes from there. But our first priority is always his health and his safety, and we'll do everything we can to help him get back to full health again. I feel like he is probably riding the best I've ever seen him, and I'm not just saying that because he's on a KTM, but he's really has good speed, and it's fun to watch and see. But I would say the last 4 weeks the battery's starting to die, and today the thing is dead. Yeah.
I was surprised. I added it up this week. In the last 5 years, Chase has raced for most, and then right behind him, I think 4 starts less is AP. And for some reason, I didn't think of AP as having been around at every race. But yeah, he's been in it. He needs a break.
Yeah. I mean, he would love to keep racing, and that's his plan, and that's what he trains and works for. But sometimes the body, we fly with people in the plane. You never know who you're going to sit next to or what's going to happen, and we do get sick, and at their pushing themselves to the limit every week, when that happens, it drains you quickly. So I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it, and he'll bounce back here quick.
And then I guess maybe Tom rung his bell a little bit. Nothing to be concerned about moving forward, or is it a little more unknown than that?
No, he rode back here. He was back here, but I think he took a big hit. And sometimes when you do that, and you lose your wind, and you hit your head and your shoulder and whatever else, and you twist your knee, and you're a lap down. The mind's telling you, okay, head back to the pit. So that's what he did. But I'll reach out to him tomorrow and see, give him a couple hours to cool down and see what's swelling and what's not.
Just on the Tom situation, when I spoke to him and you actually at Hangtown, it really sounded like he was going to sign with KTM. Maybe the next day, it really sounded imminent. Now, of course, we know there's an offer to go back to MXGP. He's kind of trying to decide what to do. From what he told me last week, it sounds like he maybe wants a little more stability out of the KTM deal. I understand it's a 1-year offer. What can you tell us about where that's at with Tom? It seems like a bit of a stalemate almost.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm glad that he has a couple different options. That's nice, for a rider always. It gives them some leverage too. And in the end, he can make the best decision for himself. But at the moment, with what we came through earlier this year, things are not as easy to get through and as quick, and we have to be a little bit more cautious. So we came up with a 1-year deal, and I'm sure that he has a couple other options that are 2-year deals. So he'll weigh it up. He's been here a long time. He knows who we are. He knows the KTM brand. He knows not only us, he knows Europe. And so I'll wait for him to make his decision.
Is there any deadline on that? Do you need to know quite soon?
Normally we do put try and put some pressure on them so we can move forward and plan ahead. But sometimes in a situation like that, we give them a little bit more leeway, to think about it. But I'm sure we'll know here pretty soon.
And if he were to leave, I'm guessing you would no longer run 3 450s and maybe just move someone over from the Rockstar side rather than search for either a new 450 or new 250 rider?
I don't know about move someone from the Rockstar side. You know, they have their guys, and they're also deserving of their spot. But yeah, we would start hunting around, you know, sniffing around and seeing what we can do. And there's always people that are already keen to come over, and we have to kind of just tell them, hey, hold on, we're just waiting. And but yeah, we have a couple options.
And then finally, to the point you made earlier, from what I know from people within KTM, moving forward now, it's not so easy to just find extra money for riders. The budget is maybe a little stricter to adhere to, whereas in the past, if you really wanted to make something happen, you could pull money from X, Y, and Z. Maybe that's not the case anymore?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, after the restructure and everything, for sure, you know, they start to clamp down on things, and they got to look at exactly what you're spending. You got to stay in budget. So for sure, that's an important part of it, and it's understandable. You know, when a big company goes through something like they did, you have to tighten the belt, and that's where we're at right now. You know.